Okay, I'm here with John Tribe. Wow, it's so cool to see you again, man.
I know, bro.
Well, it's been. Why haven't we done this before?
Because I haven't been famous yet. Now I'm famous. You told me I was famous, so I'm like,
Man,
sweet, I'm in now.
yeah, you are. Yeah, I gave you that shout out on the last podcast. So, yeah. So, can you start talking a little bit about yourself before we just rant away on everything, crazy stuff?
Yeah. I spent let's see. I was in the army. I was a captain, and then maybe a year ago I got out. Right, they medically discharged me, and then I drank ayahuasca, and then I just trying to be. Now I just hang out with my kids basically, so it's pretty cool now. Like, I don't know. I hate talking about myself, dude. But that's where it is. That's where it is. I was in the army. I thought I was going to be in the army
Yeah.
forever, and then I drank ayahuasca, and that just totally sent my life on a different path. And now I'm trying to be a professional comedian. It's great.
Oh yeah, and you have got a lot of comedy stuff on your Facebook channel.
Yeah. I've been
So
up 6
I
times.
see so much you do. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
so I've
you
been
do
up.
like 3 minutes. That
Yeah, 3 minutes. That's what I'm trying to get 10 3-minute bits, because I look at comedy just like I did in the army. You have to get to certain levels, and so yeah, I do a podcast where I tell my kid what I did, like my stories of my life, and then I break that down into 3-minute bits, and so then I've been going up on stage for the last 6 weeks. So I've been a professional comedian for 6 weeks, dude. It's great.
wow, that's another level, man.
Because when I was
That's
down in
crazy.
Peru, when we were in Peru, one of the things I saw, I never thought I'd go up on stage, but one of the things I saw myself doing on ayahuasca was walking up on stage, and I was like, that's weird, but whatever. And now here it is. It's happening, so it's pretty cool. It's worked out so far.
Wow, wow. Which ceremony was that? Because we had several.
Yeah, the second one I skipped, so the third, I think it was the last ceremony where I asked to see the future, right? I was like, I need to do something bold. I'm
Wow,
going to ask Mother Eye. Well, that was my intentions. I wanted to see the future. And it showed me doing all
you
this
did
stuff.
that, man.
Yes, and it's been coming true. It's crazy.
Wow. Shit.
Like I
And
saw myself
yeah, and
teaching jujitsu, and that's what I've been doing with my kid. We do it about once or twice a month, because he's not at the point where he can sit down for like an hour and just train. But I have my own dojo. I turned one of my houses with like one of the rooms into a dojo. So we'd go down there and do
cool.
martial arts. It's pretty cool. But that was one of the things I saw too. It's wild, man.
Wow. Yeah. So, oh yeah, I'm just it's like mind blowing just talking to you now, man. It's really cool.
I
So
know,
cool.
right? Because we went through an experience. It's just like, because one of the things I did in the Army is I graduated U.S. Army Ranger School, which is difficult. And so it's like ayahuasca is like one of those experiences where you go through it, you find out what people are made of. And then it's one of those experiences, no matter what happens, every time I see you, everyone's going to love you. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been through the shit together.
Yeah, totally, man. I remember definitely in the first ceremony when you started like really having just the struggle to start working with the medicine, and
Right?
I was there, man. Yeah, and I was cheering for you all the way.
Thanks, bro. Because that was tough.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'd never want to do
Yeah.
ayahuasca again. I may do it one more time with my kid. Like if my wife doesn't take him down there to do it, because she's never done it. But I may have to take him because she doesn't want to do it. After she heard my story, she's not going to do it. So I think I'll have to do it one more time. And then that's
Wow.
it. No more psychedelics for me, bro. That's it. That's it.
Wow. So talk. Well, I remember I sat next to you on the bus. No, on the plane.
Yeah, on the plane
And
and the bus.
yeah, and the plane was from Lima
Yeah.
into Iquitos, and then on the bus from Iquitos into the harbor, and then yeah, we had the boats, the canal boats into the jungle,
Yeah, that
and
was
then we got
intense,
get
bro.
Yeah, and you showed I never you were a big man, really big man then, and you showed me a picture on your cell phone. You're fucking huge, man. You're huge like a monster.
I know
like
stress,
a like a
dude.
true like a
Stress
true.
kills you.
Oh wow, it grows your muscles big. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, the anger does, but then you have a huge drop off. Now I just do yoga. I'm all small, bro. I thought you were huge. I was like, look at you. Your muscles look so good. They look so natural. Like, you don't even try. I have to try hard at the gym, bro.
Oh man, I did MMA some months earlier the same year, so I was in shape. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you were in shape. I was like, geez. I hated dudes like you because you look so like you don't even try to work out. Your body's just like, sham.
Wow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got a lot of pounds on me back then, and definitely in those ranger pictures that you had.
Oh, yeah. I was huge back then.
Wow, that stuff. So you told me on the I don't remember. I think it was on the bus that like this was it for you.
Oh, yeah.
If this didn't work out, you didn't know what to do.
Yeah, that was true too. I was like, I needed some dramatic. Like I was in counseling, and it just wasn't working. So I was talking to my dude, and I was like, I need something dramatic. And he didn't like say go do ayahuasca, but he was like, yeah, you need something dramatic. And so that's what I put it all on I went all in on ayahuasca. It worked out good.
Wow. Shit. So I really want to go into the first ceremony and stuff, and some of the stuff you went through, and a little bit more about your background and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah, because I had this podcast. Did you listen to it?
Oh yeah.
The one with the shaman.
Yeah, that dude was wise. Like that was deep.
Yeah, he was hard. He was a hardcore dude, man. He was hardcore. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, like basically, like if I could sum it up, like my mom was really intense. It was like she's in a cult, right? They're called the Mormons. So really intense because they put the religion above everything else. But so growing up with her was really intense. So I had a lot of anger, like a lot of anger, right? And that's why I went to war. I was going to war to rush bullets and get shot in the face, shoot people in the face, because I figured eventually I'm going to rush them and I'm going to die, right? And then so I looked at it as like, I'm going to get escape. Like this is the easy way out. I don't have to live 80 years. This is what I'm going to do. But it didn't work out that way. Like I went to war and they made me a mayor. So it was like, I was really upset because I didn't get my experience, because I trained hard to go to war. And that's probably what made me like really crazy. Like, cause I was so scared to go to war. Cause I'm not like you know who Tim Kennedy is?
Yeah.
I'm not like him at all. Right. Like basically I was pretending, but I just got caught up. Right. I was trying to be him, but it just didn't work out. And, so I'm on one hand, I was mad that I didn't get the war experience, but on the other hand, I'm lucky. Like everyone who was with me, we didn't see any action. We had to deal with a lot of nonsense like sewer problem, water problem, getting people power, building schools, that type of stuff. And so then when I came back, it was like, oh, my life was just terrible. I didn't know what to do, right? And so then it just cascaded bad. And then I went and did ayahuasca. But that first ceremony, it was like exactly what I saw my whole life in like in sequence. And so I saw at a young age, somebody like imagine somebody put like a seed of darkness in me, right? And then I saw it just take sprout in me, and it was like the devil on my shoulder, except it was telling me how to be a bad motherfucker, right? So that's why I became a bad motherfucker, because that guy protected me. And then I was like, wait a minute, this is gonna kill me. And so then we did battle. And that's what I was looking for. I was looking for that fight to the death, like event in my life that war didn't give me. And so after that, I was like, oh, wow, that was terrible, but I never need to do that again, right? And then I puked. It was great. And now it's good. But in the moment, it was terrible. Like it brought me to the moment where I gave up. Like I was like, fuck this. I'm just going to die right here. Fuck it. And Then Mother Ayahuasca made me puke more, and then eventually I puked it out. And it was like the most triumphant moment of my life. It was phenomenal. Like
Wow.
that next morning when we woke up, because they have that stargazing hill. I ran up that hill like Rocky, bro. I was like, yes! I couldn't believe it. I was like, is this what everybody feels like every day? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh my God. Because like half my anger was just gone. I was like, holy cow. And I could like breathe. It was great.
Wow. Oof. Wow.
I know, right? Then we skipped the second one. I skipped the second one. But that first one was intense. It was like exactly what I needed. It like walked me right to the edge. Like, and then I could see. Well, once you're at the edge, you either have to jump yourself because nobody was pushing me over the edge, right? Committing suicide. So you got to jump yourself. And I was like, I don't want to have to jump. I was trying to get people to push me, but nobody was pushing me. And so then I had to take the long, then I realized, well, I went the wrong direction in life. Now I got to walk back. And that road sucks, but now here we are. It's great now. I'm much happier, way happier. It was great.
Yeah. It's I can in some ways relate to how you feel, because I've been through the same ayahuasca experience and my own struggles from my own life. But it's crazy how the model works.
Oh
say
yeah,
it that way.
I know, right? It's just like advertised. It's crazy. Because when I was listening to the Joe Rogan Experience, I heard Aubrey Marcus talk about ayahuasca, and then I heard this dude, Kyle Kingsbury, who's like a pro MMA guy, talk about how half his anger was just gone. I was like, that's what I need. And so then that's why I went and did it. I was like, damn. And it worked just like that. More than half my anger was just gone. And then I could breathe and get rid of the work to get rid of the rest.
So intense. Wow.
I know, right? That's why my kid's going before, like, as his walkabout type thing when he's 16 to become a man. We're going down to Peru, and he's going to drink that. And now he's good. My like responsibilities of parent is over, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You're good now, bro.
Yeah. They said that if the kid was bad in Peru, they gave them some ayahuasca, and she will like show them.
Yeah.
So, wow. So now you're back home, and you got this is your setup, like we talked about before we started the recording. Like, yeah, this is your podcast setup, the way you do it right now.
Yeah, because this is funny too, because so before I did ayahuasca, I had like a podcast about holsters and guns, like army type stuff, right? Because I looked the army part, right? Yeah, I looked the part. So I don't know how many we had. Probably I had a co-host. We had like 2,000 listeners every month. It was like going up, and then I was like, I'm switching this. And then I started talking about ayahuasca, and like I may switch it to geared towards my kid, and then my listeners went right through the floor. And it was like, damn. And now they're starting to come back up, because that's because my podcast got mean. Like for a while there, my PTSD was crazy. But it's just the process, right? So you're going to get worse before you get better. And then you just have to make it. And then so my podcast got really mean and dark. And now it's sort of funny, probably. I try to make it funny and more uplifting.
Cool. Yeah. I remember you told, I don't remember when you told it, but you told that you got famous because it's like, you sold a lot more gun holsters because of this other company that kind of helped you out. That's pretty crazy, because everyone tries to like keep their business to themselves, you know.
Well, they helped me out they helped me out by talking shit on me, right? So because they flamed me on their website, but all that did was make people go, wait, who's this dude over here? And then people came to my site and listened to what I had to say. So they didn't help me, but I looked at it like them helping me. They just didn't mean to help me. They really were like a frustrated little kid who just like had a tantrum, but I took full advantage of it. It was great. Nice.
So you don't make the holsters anymore?
No, I'm retired. I made a pile of money, and then that was my whole goal. Like my whole goal from a little kid, because my parents are really rich. My grandparents are rich, right? But they don't give me money, but they all die early, right? From heart attacks. So now I made a pile of money, and now me and my kids, we spend it by going to Disneyland. My wife loves Disneyland. So we just got back from Disneyland. We go about 18 weeks a year. It's great.
Wow. So yeah, you told me that Disneyland is your wife's best stuff.
Yeah.
She
She
loves
loves it the
Disneyland.
most, and I hate it the most. And so it's great training for our marriage, because if I can survive being at Disneyland with her, I'll survive anything. If she wants to go there, she'd live at Disneyland. Like eventually we're going to have to buy a house there, and she would live there all day, every day. That's all she wants to do. Go to
Wow.
Disneyland. It's crazy. Like, yeah, it's wild, bro. She does not, there's no limit to her love on Disneyland. Look at my
And your
shirt, right? Look at my shirt. I'm wearing a Disney shirt. She made it. It says ready to rock, right? We all wear matching shirts when we go.
Wow. I never been there, but I've seen the pictures, and a lot of friends been there, and they say you can do a lot of different stuff. So it seems to be something for everyone.
Oh, yeah. If you got to go there once, like the first probably 100 times, it was cool. But after 100 times or more, it's like, holy cow, I can't believe we're still going there. Well,
Wow.
yeah, we still go there.
And your wife, how many times have she been there, you think? Same as you, or?
Oh, no, probably no, because probably, I don't know, 600 maybe? 600 times? Yeah, 600 days maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, probably 600 days.
Sounds a lot. I think about like the theme parks in Norway. If I've been there like 600 times, but it's not that big, you know. I guess you can do everything in a day
Oh,
in the
yeah.
parks in Norway. Yeah, it's not so big.
Oh,
But
no,
yeah,
you can do it all. You can do it all in a day here in Disneyland too, in California.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. But she'll go. She would go there if we lived near Disneyland, like close enough where she could walk. She would walk there every day and never leave till it closed.
Wow, that's amazing. Uh, yeah, I think that's really interesting because I don't know if I've done something. I kind of it's gonna take a while before I do it again. But I guess you got some connection with some of the stuff there, and you really wanna like, wow, do it
It's like
again,
the
do it again.
gym. It's like her
Yeah,
gym, bro.
yeah,
Like her gym. Like, think if you could
yeah.
lift weights 8 hours a day and not like kill yourself, you would do it. I would do it.
Oh
That's what.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what she
definitely, yeah,
is. Yeah, if I
yeah.
could lift all day and not get tired, that's what I would do. And that's what she did. That's her Disneyland.
Wow, cool. And your comedy, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love being on stage. It's interesting.
How was it the first time?
It was scary. Like it was just like going to war, like doing an MMA fight. It was just as scary as that, because you just don't know. Like I think I'm funny and I think the material's funny, but I don't know. So I go up on stage and then we'll see if it's funny. And it's like the ultimate training ground, and so I love it. It's great.
So,
When people laugh, you just feel that energy, that love. It's phenomenal.
oh, yes, it is. Oh, right. So, um, oh yeah, we have to talk about this camp with Aubrey Marcus
Oh
because
yeah,
he
his
talks
love.
about he talks about ayahuasca and a lot of stuff in his podcasts. And I think he also, and Rogan, of course, was one of those podcasts I listened to a lot before I went to Peru and met you. And later I listened a lot more to his stuff, and for several times I thought, yeah, I have to go to Texas and visit his gym and facility and everything like that. But you went there.
Yeah, he hosted a love retreat.
I
Right.
remember I even saw the commercials about it. Yeah, the newsletter stuff like that.
Yeah, so I looked at it like he's one of the top dudes in the world, like being successful, and so and I looked at it as like, he's about to tell us what makes him the most successful. I was like, shit, I gotta be there. So I bought my ticket and went. It was crazy. Just being, when you sit down near him, he like comes in with a presence. You're like, what the hell is this? And all the girls are like, oh, and I found myself going, oh, like, damn, yeah, like he's just that much of an alpha. You're like, Jesus Christ. But it was great. He told you, like, we went through all these drills. We did like a static dance. We did this shamanic breathing. And then, you know, he talked. He was there with this female named Christine Hassler. She was good. And then we did this group stuff. It was great. It like worked great. My wife, as soon as I came back, she's like, what got into you? I was like, I was around all these people who wanted to love me. It was great. So, you know, it was good. It was like 3 days, I think, but it was very interesting.
A lot of love in 3 days.
Yeah, and just to see how his brain worked, to listen to how he thinks about things and like what he does to make himself successful. Yeah, it was, and just to see, I wanted to, before I based my kids, like before I add things to my kids, like foundation, like doing ayahuasca or like taking advice from people, I want to see if they're full of shit. So I wanted to look him in the eyes, just go, is this guy for real or is he starting a cult or what's going on here? No, he's for real. It was crazy. Yeah, he's 100% on the level. It was great.
Wow. Yeah. 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 Of course, you heard like the stories when he brought his parents to Peru.
Yeah. Yeah.
And his father was this officer in the police.
Yeah, SWAT guy.
FBI.
Yeah, SWAT. Yeah.
Yeah, and he shit himself like several times.
Because that's why I went. That when they had that moment on the podcast when they were crying together, I was like, I've never had a moment like that with my parents. It never even dawned on me.
I know. Yeah, on the podcast, he's crying. In that episode with his father, and I think also to some degree with his mother, and the same in the other podcasts.
Yeah.
Wow. So powerful.
Yeah. So that's why. I actually wrote Steve, his name's Steve Shub, and I actually wrote him a letter, right? I was like, damn, I don't know why I did, but he wrote me a letter back. It was like, I can't remember what it said, but I was like, cool, I got an email from a billionaire. That's my first one right there. Cool.
Yeah, and it was this other guy who was friends with Rogan, Kevin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, down in Peru, right, yeah.
Yeah, and he was on Rogan some time later, and he suddenly jumped into the experience. And Joe Rogan was like, "Oh no, I don't know anything about this. This isn't." He did not want to talk about this subject, something like that.
I know, that was cool. I know that was so crazy to be down there at the same place Aubrey Marcus did it, and to have somebody who was actually on the show, like that Joe Rogan show, because pretty much everybody down there. Because I remember you had a shirt on, the Joey Diaz, the Church of What's Happening shirt on. I was like, damn, these guys this is crazy.
Yeah, it's true. Oh yeah, so special. And then you skipped the second ceremony.
Yeah. I was too sick.
Yeah,
the shaman told me I had to take. I was so happy. He told me, no, you can't do it. I was like, thank you. Because I would have been dumb enough to do it, right? But I was like, I did not want to do it. I was done. One time I was like, this is enough. I don't ever want to do this shit again. But then everybody was like, come on, you got to do it. Come on, you can do it. I was like, oh, here we go. So I skipped the second one. The third time I did it, it was much milder. It was like much milder. I don't think I puked. No, I puked. The fourth time, the last ceremony, I didn't puke at all, which was good. Or maybe it was the one before I didn't puke, which was good, because if I would have puked, I would have not done it again. And then I did it again. That's what it was. I did it again, asked to see the future. That's when I started seeing all this crazy shit. And then I puked, and then I was like, oh, that's it. I'm all done with this psychedelic thing. It was just a nasty. I can't imagine drinking it 200 times like those shamans. It was just the nastiest tasting stuff I've ever had in my life.
Oh yeah, awful.
Yeah.
Wow.
You drank it since then, haven't you? Have you gone and done it again?
Yeah, I've done it again.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, good experience. So always more. Yeah, you find stuff to work on, you know.
Yeah, I got kids, so I don't need to do it anymore because like I don't hit my kids, right?
Yeah.
I just let my kids be who they want to be. So we've just gone through the period where my son has been telling me to shut the fuck up, right? When he gets angry and frustrated, he goes, shut the fuck up. And I don't do anything, right? And so that's way harder than ayahuasca. Like, not to do anything when a little kid's telling you to shut the fuck up. He's like, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, whoa, okay, you're angry. And then I walk away, right? So it's great. That's the fire. I made it through that. So I don't need to do ayahuasca anymore, bro.
Wow.
I got kids.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I did it with my girlfriend. We did it together.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, and they say it's like either it works or it, yeah, and it worked. So wow, we just like, yeah, came together even more,
Oh,
like so
really?
much more. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Wow.
now it's just like deep. We had a deep understanding before going there, but now it's like, yeah, we're just there. It's
Nice.
crazy. Yeah, it's really nice.
You getting married
So
now? Are you getting married?
I don't know. Yeah, we will definitely will. Yeah, we're close.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
we'll
Get
see.
married, then you get 2 paychecks. It's great. And if you can become a team, oh, being married's great because then your wife, it's like the best. It's like everything the army talked about, like being a team and like giving your life. I didn't experience any of that bullshit. But with my wife, oh, yeah, we're a great team. We come together. It makes life so much easier.
Cool. So you was in the army for many years.
Yeah,
A
almost
lot.
10 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, it's
And
a
they
long
kicked me
time.
out. Oh, yeah, it is a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
But it was good, though. I liked the army just because it was so black and white. Like, all you have to do is you have to do these certain things every single day. As long as you're good at them, you're good. So it was easy. It was easy for me to go into the army and like blend in. And so I could do whatever I wanted.
Right. Yeah, I was there for a year, and I learned so much, and the drills we did, like drills all the time, and
Right.
I live on, even today. It's over 10 years ago. I still live on the drills we did back then, because
Nice.
I'm a firefighter now, and I was a firefighter in the army as well. And some of the stuff that like really basic stuff we did in the army, we did it every day. Like we had competitions, we did it every day, drilled every day, like several times a day. And it's still like that's the bread and butter. I still use that stuff today, and yeah, it's just there.
Oh yeah, it's great. Like, 'cause that's why I look at parenting. Like, I took everything I learned in the army, the 10% that's like the basic that's really good, and then that's what I do to my kid. I just teach him the basics. I want him to be good at the basics, and then he'll figure out the rest, what he's supposed to do.
Wow, it's a great. That's a good, yeah, good said, man.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it's good because 90%. Yeah, that's what, because people, I see them in the army when they get out, they like they get out of shape. They stop doing the things that made them successful in the military, and they buy into the 90% of the bullshit. Because like the problem I saw in the army is when people would survive like battles. Well, some people just survived because they survived. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing, so then they would try to tell people they knew what they were doing, and it's like, what? Because I'll never forget it, bro. Like, this blew my mind. Like, I'm down with shooting people, all that shit, right? No big deal. But like, I was sitting we were sitting in Iraq. We're going over what we're gonna do, and I'm new, so I don't want to just come in and change stuff to change stuff. So I want to get the feeling on what these guys are used to doing and try to incorporate myself so we can survive. Because I'm thinking we're gonna get in some shit, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, what do we do when this happens? They're like, sir, the mad minute. I'm like, what's the mad minute? They're like, that's where something happens where everyone just shoots in 1 minute in every direction. They told me this like it was a good idea. And I looked at them like, what are you talking about? That's when I was like, holy shit, you're an idiot. Like, you're going to get us all in jail, bro. What are you talking? Who came up with this idea, right? And so it's like, that's the bullshit. You got to. And so, but yeah, and then the 10%, that's what I teach my kid, because that's the best in the world, like leadership wise, doing the right thing, that type of thing. It's great.
Wow. You do the jiu-jitsu and everything at home?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's 7, right? So I don't have to be that
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Great. Do you
Just
teach
give him
him
the
some arm bars?
foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the foundation, like drilling. I want him to eventually, if he wants to go to jujitsu, like classes, then he'll have a step up on everybody. So he'll be able to
Yeah.
integrate better in. But yeah, we just go over basic drills, hip escapes, shrimping, yeah, arm bars, just that squeezing, that type of stuff. Just having
Cool.
fun, trying to get him interested in it. So he does it because I want him to do it his whole life. So I'm trying to entice him.
Man, you got so much experience. It's amazing, and it sounds like you're really doing a great thing here.
Yeah, that's because
Wow.
my parents were crappy, bro.
Yeah.
I experienced the crappiness. I'm like, I'm not doing any of that stuff. We gotta. I don't think that's why I only have 2 kids, because I can't handle any more than that. But 2 I can train. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you're
it's tough.
training your kids.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm trying to
Yeah.
make the world better. I'm trying to make the world better. One, I'm doing my part. So when the world's
Yeah.
ready to be good, then hey, we're ready.
Wow. Yeah. That's what it's about, doing, like you say, doing your part.
Yeah.
Yeah, not trying to fix it all at once, like some people try to do. Just doing your part. It's great.
See, I did. I used to be like that. So that's why I did ayahuasca, because I was thinking when I was getting stressed out, because I was thinking about how to like what am I going to tell my kid today that he's not going to use till he's like 25, right? I'm like, God damn, that's a lot of pressure. But then when I was on ayahuasca, she was just like, all you got to do is love your kids. That's it. Just give them love. That's all they need. I was like, that's it. She's like, that's it. And I was like, whoo, that's way easy. All I got to do is, that's easy. I can do that, right? Just love, food, some shelter, and then I just let him be him. It's better for everybody. Like it's easy for me. Like as a parent, it's way less pressure. I'm just gonna let him be him. If he ends up being a criminal, well, what are you gonna do? He's a criminal.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll happen though, right?
Yeah.
No.
Wow. Oh, that's pretty cool. Wow. Yeah. And so how many years were you in service over in Iraq? Were you only in Iraq?
Yeah, just once. I had one deployment. I joined the army in 2006, and then in 2007 is when I deployed. I'm pretty sure it was like 14 months. No, it was total
Yeah.
bullshit, bro. After that, I was like,
14 months.
yeah.
That's one.
Yeah, but it was great because every month after 12, we got an extra $1,000. So I
Yeah.
loved it. I made so much money. I would have stayed there 5 years because I was making so much money. I didn't have kids, and once I had kids, I had like the epiphany. What good is like going over to fight for freedom if I get killed and then my kid just has to go through the same thing I had to go through. So that's why I was like, I'm not deploying anymore. And then then eventually got out.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, in Norway, I think one is 3 months, and often you get like bumped up to 6 months.
Right.
And someone will probably arrest me on this if it's really wrong, but I think it's like 3 months, then 6 months. That's the normal stuff. And then if you go over the 6 months, like then you're like 9 months, and also I think a year is not so often. I assume, but maybe I'm totally wrong. I think I heard that stuff before.
Oh, I love being deployed though, bro. Because I was like a professional athlete. Because all I would do, I'd go on patrol, and that was my cardio. Because you just walk around, it's hot as hell, and then I would work out, and that's it. Every day, I got in such good shape. It was great, and I got paid a lot of money because I'm not spending any money, and
Yeah.
the government was just paying. Because I was in college making, I think I made like $500 a month. So, and then all of a sudden I made way more than that. It was great. And I was just piling it up. It was great. And there was nothing to do except work out and then just go on patrol. It was all right. It wasn't too bad.
Wow. Yeah. It's about making the best of it, whatever it is. And
Yeah.
yeah. but still, I guess there was some shitty days down there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's weird because I didn't experience any of that. Like, we'd be in meetings because I was like a mayor, right, of a city. So I'd sit down and then the city would come and tell me their problems. They didn't care. Like, the people there, they didn't care. There would be explosions. They didn't care. They were like, fix my water. Why don't I have electricity? Where's this trash going? They didn't care. They were so desensitized to war unless it was happening right in front of them. They were like,
Yeah,
they wanted their shit just like us. It was an eye-opening experience because they're just like us. It was crazy.
yeah. That's cool what you're saying, because everyone thinks they're so like they're so different, like they're so crazy and stuff like that. But it's like you're saying, and a lot of people that we know, they says the same thing. Like they're just like us. They don't want any war. The war's there. Well,
Yeah. There's nothing they can do about it. They would come, they'd be like, I mean, there was nothing I could do about it. We're just on this shitty situation. Yeah. It's interesting because I watched my kid play Minecraft. Have you ever heard of Minecraft?
yeah, I've seen it. I never
Damn.
tried it, but I've just seen it.
He plays with dudes in China, in Russia. So it's gonna be hard, like, moving forward, to see how they're gonna get my kid's generation to go kill these people. When he's like, I just played Minecraft with this dude, and I asked him, do you want to kill me? And he's like, no, why do you want to kill me? He's like, I don't want to kill you. It's going to be interesting to see how they're going to do war
Yeah,
because
I
we're all
think it's
connected.
yeah, and I think it's gonna be harder and harder. And if the young guys go to war, like in the future, I think the PTSD is gonna be much greater, because like in Norway, everything is so safe and controlled now. Like when you go to war, like I remember my one of my friends, he said, I thought I was going down there to help out, not making war, to make
Right.
peace. But
Right.
then, but yeah, oh yeah, yeah, you're just laughing, right? So yeah, when he got down there and the bullets start flying, he realized what the fuck that shit was.
I know, right? Yeah, it's great because nobody's in control. You're like, damn, no, yeah. You have to choose between, like, I didn't like it because it's terrible decisions and worse decisions. There's never like, oh, that's a great decision. We're going to save all these people and they're going to love us. No, it's just worse and worse. And then no matter what you do, you're going to cause more, like, karma, no matter what you do.
Oh,
It's crazy. It just doesn't work.
yeah.
I mean, it can work in the short term, but in the long term, it's just not going to work. It's not a good solution.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. But the kids nowadays, they don't want to. They don't. I don't think they buy into that shit anymore. I don't know. I hope not.
yeah, I hope not either. I don't think so.
So
Plus, a lot of them are like, I was in recruiting and for the Army where we try to convince people to join, and most of Americans, they're not even qualified. Like, I think we only can, out of the total population of America, like from 18 to 24 is what we're looking for. Only 20% of them can even come in. Like,
wow,
even
what's
meet the
that?
standards. They're either not smart enough, or most of them are out of shape, or they have some sort of mental issue or health issue. It's crazy. So the number of people to pull from is just getting smaller and smaller. It's
So how do you
wild.
find them? How did you find them?
It's hard. Like, it's hard. Like, I don't know. We never made our mission. Like, say that every month they wanted, let's say, 60 people I had to get my company. Oh, we never made 60. We were getting like 30, 20, 40. We never made mission. Yeah. So I got yelled at a lot.
Wow. So what do you say to them to convince them?
Oh, I never sold anybody on the military. Like, when you showed up, if you weren't ready to join, I told you to get lost. Like, you're not ready to join, get lost, because I expected you to be like me. Like, you're coming
Yeah.
to. So I don't know what they told them. They never lied to them. It's more they're trying to sell them on jobs. The
Yeah.
training's good. I mean, I don't know. I would always get pissed when people would show up and they'd want me to sell them on the Army. I'd be like, no, you're lucky I'm letting you in my Army, fool. Like, you need this. What are you talking about? But so I don't know. I was just never good at that job. I was terrible at it, actually. I hated every second of it. I couldn't believe the Army put me in that job. It was ridiculous. Like I never recruited anybody. You're supposed to, because I was the leader. So there used to be a regulation where I had to actually go out, get somebody, sign them up, put them through the process. But then they removed that regulation. And so I just never did it. I didn't have to. I wasn't the best soldier, like in some ways. In some ways I was killer. In other ways I was not good. Like if you told me something that was stupid, I'm just not doing it. That's probably why my career was cut so short.
Wow. Whew. It's great.
Like because when I did ayahuasca, I technically was in the Army, so they wouldn't have been too happy if they would have known I was down there doing it. But it's like you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm most important.
Yeah.
My family's more important than the Army. I never put the Army above me or my family. And so I was like, once I heard Aubrey Marcus say this is going to work, I was like, fuck it, let's go. I believe in it. Let's see if it works. Because he wasn't saying it's going to work because I said so. He's saying just drink it, you'll see. And that's whatever, let's do it.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. Like it's the same when I went down there, I just got the referrals from someone like across the globe, and they said, well, yeah, go there. It's a good experience. You're gonna love it. And you just yeah, sure, let's go. Let's do this.
I know, right? It's like we've done it before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. That was many years ago. Yeah, it was great. And so tense. The situation before the first ceremony. Wow, so much tense.
I know, right? I was freaking out because I'd never done any like drugs or anything. Like I just smoked or I just drank some beer, like alcohol, and everybody else was talking about mushrooms and all kind of stuff I'd never even heard of. Like, what? Yeah. I got freaked out. I was having panic attacks going, oh my gosh, I'm going to die. This is going to be crazy. I made a huge mistake. What am I doing down here? I had all that go through my head before the ceremony. But then I got jacked up. I was like going to war. I put on music and I was just like, I was getting ready. Let's go. I was just like that. I was so intense before my roommate was like, what is wrong with you? I didn't sleep. I was just like, let's do this.
Oh, man.
Bro, I'll tell you what freaked me out the most. Did you know who Duncan Trussell is?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm listening to a show between him and Aubrey Marcus in the upper like canopy part, trying to calm down, right? Because I'm like, okay, you guys have done everything.
Stuff up there?
Yeah, on the top level. They've done everything. They're going to calm me down. It's going to be okay. And when I heard Duncan Trussell say, I'm not going to the Amazon, that's too nuts. I almost lost my shit, bro. I was like, if it's too crazy for him, holy cow. But oh god, and it lived up to its name. It was nuts, but it was just what I needed.
Yeah, same. Yeah, absolutely. So, some visions and stuff like that, like some patterns. And what did you have some stuff that came again and again and again, like some puzzles? I had a lot of puzzles.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
No, mine was like just punches to the gut. It was just me and that demon we were just at it, bro. Like once I figured out I was like, God damn, that thing's gonna kill me. And then and then we just tussled all night long. It was just I was waiting for me to quit. And then eventually I got to the point where I'm like, all right, I give up. I'm gonna die right here. And then I just laid down and died. And then Mother Ayahuasca was like, get up, stupid. You're not supposed to die in this ceremony. You're just supposed to puke it out. And then I eventually got that thing out. No, mine was just like, wham! And I was just in it. There was no geometric patterns. Like at first it started showing me that stuff, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm not here for that bullshit. I don't care. I wasn't there to be happy or see shit. I was there to see some shit. Where's the devil? I want to see the devil. We're going to war. And that's exactly what happened. And then I skipped the next one. I was like, we got to turn this down a few notches. That was too intense. But yeah, that's it was just wham. I couldn't believe it.
Wow. Oh,
that's
man.
what I was there to do. That's what I was there to do. I was there to see the devil. So let's do this life or death. Let's get this shit on. And that's exactly what I got. But no, I remember I was listening to podcasts where people were it sounded to me they were trying to chase it. They wanted to see that stuff. And so I was just like, I went with the mindset, I'm there for whatever. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I'm just going to go with it. So that's what I went with.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oof, yeah. I was in this elevator and it felt like it was for days, and I was solving all these puzzles. And if I had the wrong answer, I just went deeper into hell. And and then it got more intense, and then I have to I got some levels up and then back down again. And wow.
Damn.
And then and I got on the and suddenly I got on the on the rooftop, and I was up there on the rooftop, and I was like, so that's it. And then it was like you told me, like, no you idiot, this is it. And I saw like this big, like, this big neon light. It was just blinking like love, like blink, blink, love, love. That's it. And I was, oh yeah, of course, that's it. That's it. Oh man. Oh. and right there when I like realized it, I just like got shot through a cannon, like, and I was, and then I was just nothing. I was just in the universe, like nothing at all.
Wow.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Hell yeah, that was one of the best times ever. I can just think back to it. It makes me, every time I see you, I'm gonna smile because I know, wow, that was some shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Great stuff.
Hell yeah, that whole place was awesome. His whole setup, the whole it was so peaceful. It was crazy. I've never been in a place so peaceful.
Yeah, and you were in the jungle, but you still had these routes you can go around, look around, and go these hikes, stuff like that. I'm
so glad we chose that place, because all the places we passed going to that place, I was like, damn, I'm so glad I'm not there.
Yeah. We went down river, up river, saw a lot of stuff. It's great.
Oh yeah, that was a cool trip.
Yeah. Wow. Do you have any contact with you see and you follow some of the other guys that was there?
Oh yeah, they're there. Oh yeah. My brother actually just went down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he was talking to the dude. I think he told him he was my brother, and me and the shaman are friends on Facebook, so I see like when people post on there.
Howard?
Yeah, that's Howard.
Yeah.
Don Howard, that's right. Yeah.
The man.
Yeah, so my brother went down there because he was raised by the same woman I was raised by, right? He said, so he seems to be good, so that's good for him.
Wow. Yeah. And how did he? How was it for him?
He said he liked it. Yeah, he said it was a good experience. Yeah,
Did he meet his demons?
I don't know. He didn't get very specific into his story. It was weird. I don't know why. He was like, he just glossed. I couldn't get him. Like, I couldn't nail him down on any of his experiences. I'll have to try again.
Yeah, but how was it for you afterwards?
Oh, it was
when you got home and stuff like that.
Oh, it was good. I mean, it was tough. Yeah. It was tough because I was like, damn. It was tough to reintegrate. But
how was it to go back to the army?
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, I guess so.
It was so terrible. I was just like, I couldn't, and they make it hard for you to get out because I was an officer. So I have to ask permission to get out. Like I don't have a contract. And so I didn't know what I was going to do, but then it eventually worked out. I kept going to counseling and went to some more classes. And then eventually.
Did you tell them about your experiences?
Oh, no.
No?
No. I would have been in big trouble. No, I mean, I told my psychologist, like in counseling about it, but no, I just went to work on Monday like nothing happened.
Wow. And how was that those first like hours going back there, and you were there and like you looked around and whoa.
Oh, it was terrible. It was like it was a good exercise and discipline to just go sit there every day and just hate it. Oh, it was like sucking my soul, but I could see at the end I was going to get out. I had to go through like the medical board process, so it just took a little while, and then eventually I got out. So I was like, made it. But it was like draining my life. Like my energy meter was just going down. I was like, I'm not going to make it. But I made it.
Wow. Yeah, it's good you got out of that stuff.
Wow. Oh yeah, I got lucky. Once they said we're gonna med board you, I was like, sweet, let's do this. Get me out of here.
Yeah. So how long is that process? You know, when they then more people are in on it. So like then it's like you said, it's a process.
Yeah, mine took about 12 months, but I didn't fight it. Once they So I was okay. I was cool with it. And they told me they were going to give me some money. I was like, sweet. You're going to give me money to leave? Hell yeah. Give me that money. I'm leaving. And so it took about 12 months and I was out.
Yeah. And then did you move around the country or?
No. I bought an RV. And so me and my family, we drove around in an RV for about a year. But no, I stayed right in the same house. I got lucky because the recruiting command I would join was near where we bought a house. We ended up moving, so I didn't have to move.
And your holsters and your gun business, how was that in the army? I think like business is kind of cool. So did you set it up like did the guys in your troop have your holsters and stuff like that?
Oh no, it was more like some of them did, but it was more. I just sold to regular people mostly.
Yeah.
Just being in the army helped elevate my status to make it look like I knew what I was doing. Made my company more cool. So yeah, no, that was cool. I loved having a holster company, but I just don't want to work all day. It made me dirty. So once I got my pile of money, like I always had it in my head, I need a pile of money. And then once I get that, that's it. I'm out. And then once I got that, then I was out. So then I just shut it down.
Cool. Yeah, I remember you made this cool stuff when after Spirit Quest.
Oh yeah, like cool, this, the little wallet.
Yeah, you still got them?
Yeah, with the little symbol on it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So how do you make that stuff?
Oh,
pretty interesting.
It comes in. I wonder if I have any. It comes in like a flat sheet of paper, and then you heat it up, and then it gets real pliable.
Yeah, so what's the material?
Oh, it's called Kydex. They use it in airline. They use it for like airline seats and for molding, injection molding. And then you can you put it on a vacuum machine and it sucks it to whatever you want to form it against. And then you just wait for it to cool and then sand it down.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Yeah, it was good for it. It was good. It was cool for having it for a little while.
So a lot of work.
Yeah, well, it was a lot of work. That's why I retired. It was always my goal to retire before I'm 40, and so I met it.
Yeah, cool. Oh wow, congratulations! And with the holsters for the guns, then it's like different holsters, different guns.
Yeah, so it's molded specifically for that specific firearm because it's so. Imagine you take your actual gun, and then we mold it to that exact gun, and so then it's perfect fit every time.
Cool. Pretty cool. And then I don't know. Do you have any of them, like the holsters?
Yeah. Guns? Hold on. Yeah. Let me see. Oh yeah, so they look like this.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so this one's
right.
right?
You're in America, right?
Yeah, baby. So then it fits in there perfectly, You like, then you can pop it out, but it just
Yeah.
looks a lot cooler
Wow.
than like leather.
Perfect fit.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what we made.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, there's tons of people. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. You know what? I think my ancestors actually come from Norway. Like, I
Yeah.
think that's where, yeah, because my aunt, who's Mormon, she went on an LDS mission to Norway for 2 years where she lived there.
Yeah. Yeah. When we saw this, I think we see some Mormons in the street in Norway. It's not often, but I think it's some, and they're always biking around, and they're always trying to get in contact with people. They bike like for everywhere, and then if they stop you and they get to talk to you, they like it's one sentence, and then they try to get you to join their religion. Like boom, they go straight for the kill.
Oh, dude, there's a school. They teach the best sales tactics in the world. Like they have where they train you for like 18. It's like basic training for being in a cult where they train you for 18 weeks and then they ship you all over the world. It's nuts.
Wow.
Hit one of those guys with your car next time you see one. Just bap them.
Yeah. Oof. So, yeah, I guess that was pretty weird growing up like that.
Oh yeah, it was terrible, bro. Terrible.
Oh.
Except it teaches you because when I started my podcast, I got a bunch of like everybody, you're gonna get some hate, right? People telling you suck. It's like, but that doesn't even bother me. It's like, what? I've been being told that since I was 2 years old.
Yeah, right.
That doesn't bother me. It's like, I'm bulletproof, baby. You know what I'm saying? People can say whatever they want. I don't give a fuck. What? It just goes in one ear out the other. I've been doing that forever. Yeah,
Wow.
so it's great training. You look at it like, if I want to be a bad motherfucker where nobody can mess with me, it was perfect training.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course.
Yeah, there's
Cool.
nobody. I mean, nobody's gonna mess with me.
Yeah. It all adds up in the end, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man. We should do this again sometime.
Hell yeah, bro! You're the man. I love you.
Yeah. I love you, man. Wow. It's so cool. Really cool. Yeah. You got something you want to say? Something you want to promote or anything?
Oh no. Well, if you think I'm funny, then you can go to my website www.kydexwars.com, and that's where I put like my podcast and my funny bits that I take up on stage. I put it on there.
Cool. Yeah. So cool talking to you again. So nice.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll do it again.
Cool. That's great. Yeah. I'll talk to you later. Bye, man.
All right. See ya.